Because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, here we are taking a look at the Treasury bonds. We were looking to sail up here at 118.08. The high was 118.12. We had our stop in. It's now working in our favor. So you keep the stop working right above here. So your risk here is only 4 pips or $125. So that's what we'd like to get as risk as low as we possibly can. One of the reasons for this trade is if you were looking at the Treasury notes, we did this on Friday, if you'll recall. We were watching Treasury notes, and we'll get that up here so you can see it. It banged up right to the exact 786 here today, folks. There it is right there, right on the money. Hit it exactly like it should have, and now it's starting to back off. That's what we're watching that trade so closely, because we trade the notes very, very seldom. The bonds we trade because this has 6 times the open interest, because this is the stuff you have your credit cards and your your mortgage, all the stuff, car payments, everything's related to the interest rate on the note, not the bond. But the bond trades very, very actively, even though it's 1/6 of the open interest in the Treasury notes. Okay, so we'll get this out of the way, cleared that up, and now we want to talk a little bit about what's really happening in the world, folks. I spent a lot of time here these past few months talking to you about this particular cycle that we had back on March the 5th. You see those cycles I just talked to you about? I just went through it before. I'm telling it to you again, that's where we are right now. The $64 question is it going to work this year? So far, it has started, but that's basically the bottom line. Now, 2 things have happened here in the past few hours. Well, the past few days, so let us put it this way, the past few days. You can see here, as you look at the NASDAQ with this head and shoulders pattern that we had here. Now, we came down today, and our low was right here. This level right in here is what it made, and you can see here we're down a little bit below that right now, but there's the head and shoulders now. Everybody that has bought the January effect with the S&P and the NASDAQ is losing. In other words, we're below the lows of January in both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. The Dow Jones, however, and the Russell are still far, far above those. Okay, that's why you have to pay close attention to all these, because remember back in 29, all we had was a Dow Jones Industrial Average. There was no S&P, there was no transports or anything like that. Okay, so if you look at the pictures of these things here, and I pointed it out to you, this is where we were in 09. Okay, there was a 3 drive to a bottom pattern. Okay, boom. Now, all we've done now is we have 3 drives to a top pattern. That's what we're looking at. If you look at the industrial, you can see here is the Dow Jones Transportation that topped several days ago, but that was with 2 stocks, folks, Federal Express and some company, I don't even know what it is. It's an express company, but special, I think, jewels and things like that, but it trades for like $600, and then the other one, Federal Express, trades for almost $400, and so those have increased by that much. So those are the main ones that you want to be watching. So let's take a look here at a couple other markets that we want to be watching, because I know you like to look at this stuff live, which is always a lot of fun, of course. So let's take a look here at the silver market. And where is the silver market? Is right here. Silver is just a beauty, and you can see here there was our on the short-term basis. You can see the ABCD pattern measured to right here. We've made new lows. Now remember, there was your second 382 retracement. Okay, remember this over here was your first one right here. There was your second one, and you can see here we're heading down to this level right here. On the daily chart on the silver, we are going really high probability, folks, of making this level right here, which is $58. That's down $16 from where we are right now. God, you talk about $16 in silver like it was nothing. Well, it is something. Anyway, you can see there's your 61% retracement. We hit that once. Okay, that was when we had that big low off of that April 2nd. I'll show you again so you can see it. There was your April 2nd, your April 7th when the president was in the Rose Garden, giving the tariffs and stuff. So that's where we were right there. And then we rallied up. Okay, from that level right here, we rallied up to just about right there, which was exactly 382 off of that move. We pointed that out to you, and that's why we're heading down. It's on a path towards. Let's do the 4-hour. I think that will take you right to it. There was your 382 retracement right there. And there was a second one right there. I'll just draw them in so just to show you that they do work really nice when they work. There was your first 382 pattern. There was your second 382 pattern. There was your third 382 pattern right here. That was over the last few days, and now we're heading down. So that's why we're a little bit negative on the gold and the silver. Now, someone has asked about the cattle market. Oh, my goodness. Have to take a look at the cattle market. It's a little far-fetched from what we're looking at in some of these other things, but it's still tradable. Let's see where we are. Should have been ready for sale somewhere up in here. Yeah, there's where we are. There was your sale set up today. Been nice if I've been looking at it. There was a sale at 243,168. It's right in the sale zone right now, folks. If you want to take a look at it, there it is right there. It's within about 20 points of the number. So that's not a bad trade. I mean, you got the high has been 244 today. Is that right? 244. 244, and we're a full point under that. So I don't want to give up that much. I would just wait and see on that one. Let's take a quick look at it. Oh, it gapped up there. Holy cow. Now, there's your pullback right now. If that's where you want to do, there's your best trade of the day, which are right at the 382 right now. And, yeah, there's your best trade right there because there's your high. There's your 382 right here, and it's taken about 2 hours to get there. That's a doable trade. There must have been some really good news on the cattle to make it jump up. It wasn't that much, jumped up about 3 cents, but still that's how it runs around as we look around these things moving around here. Okay, we got the silver done, we got the Dow Jones done, and we got these other ones here that we're looking at. Hold on just a second. Let's take a look at the Russell today because the Russell had a really wild swing, folks. Early this morning, you'll see here as we were watching it right here. There's where we were over the weekend, and you can see the low today right here early this morning. Well, that was last night, really early around midnight. We made that, then we rallied up to here, and then we came down and had some big swings here. We went from 20, we rallied 30 handles up, and then 40 handles down, and then 30 handles up. If you like volatility, this will be the one you want to get because you can see it right here, what we were just talking about. Get these out of the way here. And remember, here's your opening mark. There's your opening this morning, okay? So if you look the ABCD on the opening, it doesn't quite make it, but it's pretty close. There's your ABCD right there. Oh, makes it right on the money. And then it comes down all the way down here and all the way back up to the 7-8% level. Now let's do something now, and we'll take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, we'll run through some currencies here. As you can see here, we had the butterfly pattern up here on the 14th of January, the big break after the lady was elected to the prime minister, then the rally back to the 786. That was a really nice head and shoulders pattern right there. And now we're heading down to this 149 level, it looks like. The next one we're going to take a look at here is the dollar versus the, well, that's the smaller version of that. Well, you can see it from today's, well, there's not much going on here, but on this day right here, we did have a 382 retracement. I can eyeball that and tell you, well, it's a little more than 382. Oh, it's right on the money. It's the exact 382, and then it's been in a sideways move with a downward bias because we've got market in a severe downtrend. So that's what we're at, a small ABCD right here. Then the last one we're going to take a look at here is the euro. As you can see, we had the big move down, little rally up, and now we've had a 6-day pullback stopping right at the 786. So as long as we can stay right here, we got a chance for maybe a little bit more of a rally. But right now, this still looks like a pretty bearish setup. If you look at this on the weekly, it doesn't look too good because of these three tops like this. This is a pretty important top. And we've seen that from the monthly chart. If you remember, that was one of the big things on the monthly. We went all the way up into that level right there, and now we're starting to back off a little bit. So those are working out okay. And move that out of the way right there. And there's the Russell right here where we are. Now we'll take a quick look here at what the NASDAQ is doing so far today. This is having a pretty choppy day here in the NASDAQ, to say the least. You can see here you go from 28, you drop 400 points down and 400 points up and 300 points down. It's pretty difficult. What you got to do is you go down to your smaller time frames, and you can see the smaller ABCD patterns that are in here that are helpful. But these are short covering rallies, folks, and when they happen, you know, they're very, very vicious. So got to watch ourselves as we're doing this. Now, we've also had a question about the soybeans, and I'll bring that up here in just a second. Talk about that. And then there were two stocks that we've been asked to take a look at. Jeff Hughes will be our guest today at the break, and we haven't had him on for a while, and it'll always be nice to hear what he's got. This is the March beans, still acting pretty good. They're in an uptrend. As you can see here, there was our 61% retracement on the long-term daily right there. We've been going up ever since, and it's been going up real steadily too. As a matter of fact, it's holding up relatively well considering I think we're a little above the 78% level, right in that level right there. Yeah, oh, we hit that exactly. No wonder. Oh, my goodness. That would have been a nice place to put a short on. My goodness. Well, even that still would be. That's a very low risk trade. The trouble is it's not a real clear ABCD in here, but there's your exact 786. It made a new high than the previous day and didn't go anywhere. That's not a bullish sign. Okay, now we'll get this out of the way, and we're going to take a look at Tesla. Everybody in the world must love this stock because it is a pretty powerful thing. Let's get this up here. All righty here. Let's get Tesla starts with a K, doesn't it? Or a T, something like that. One of those big numbers. There it is right there. So see Tesla. Here it is on the daily. How are we doing today? It's down today. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe because the overall car sales were down quite a bit, but we'll see. There's where we are right. Oh, that made a little Gartley here today, folks. Been a good place to buy Tesla. There's your AB leg. Oh, put that in there. There's your 61% retracement. Let's just draw the pattern like it should be there. There's your low. There's your A leg right there. It's your B leg, C leg. Almost exactly 618, so it's held up pretty good. So it's still down on the day, but acting relatively well. Now, the other one we've been asked to look at is Caterpillar, because that has been the leader of the pack as far as the second largest price stock in the Dow Jones. And boy, it has had a run. I mean, just incredible. Let's get this. I wonder if it's up again today. I don't think so today. No, it's actually down, but you can see we did make a high up here at 786 back here on February the 11th, and here's where we are right now. But it's the second highest price in the stock, in the Dow Jones, that Goldman Sachs being the first, and we'll look at it next. Okay, and hold on 1 second, and we'll get GS right here. Is Goldman Sachs. It should be it is, what is it up today or up? Yeah, it's up, actually up a little bit. There was a lower here the other day, and now we've opened a little bit higher here. Well, let's just, for kicks and giggles, let's see if that was a 382 off of the high we made back here on in January. Okay, there's our high. Then we made a new low, and the 382 should be right about there. And there it is right there at 914. That's exactly what we did in gold, folks. It's the exact thing. When you make a new low, you figure out what that 382 is going to be, and that's going to be your bread and butter trade, because it gives you a pretty good idea of where the market's going to go without too much, gambling, as they say. Gambling is not what we do. We are intelligent risk speculators, as they say in the trade. All right, one other stock that's popped up here is, hold on, get up, it's here, is, hold on. Meta, let's see how it's doing today. It's in the news again, as always, and it's still going down. These stocks on these, oh, man. God, you got to love this volatility. My goodness. There it is right there. You can see here, everybody that bought this. Can you imagine how you feel if all that money came in and everything looked so great? And wow, I just don't understand. I guess I'm just a simple old ABCD guy, and there's your ABCD leg. And if you figure the gap that you had here, what you have to do is you got to put in the 127 to make up for that gap, because that'll tell you the CD leg is very strong. You put that up there, and look, at 723, it got to 742, and now it's trading $80 under that. That's not a fun thing to look at. You can see here the last rally we had was right at the 382. Also, not a really good sign, telling you this thing is heading lower. That doesn't mean these others can't go up, because boy, they sure do. When they run very, very fast. I mean, quickly, like in mucho hoste. Well, you can see just since we've been on the air here, the NASDAQ has rallied 100, and here it is right here. It's rallied 150 points since we've been on the air. I mean, that's a heck of a run. So that's what it is. Just people start buying it, and boom, away it goes. That's nothing you can do about that. Okay, we'll get this out of the way here, and we'll get these out. Let me clean these up here. We've got Jeff Hughes coming up. Oh, one other thing someone asked a question about was Netflix. I haven't looked at Netflix in 1,000 years. It probably don't even have data on it. Let's see if we can get some data on it. Well, it's down, so I don't know what that meant. Oh, it's split about 1,000 times, I think. I don't know what it was, but it's still, wow, this does not have a lot. Oh, let's do the daily instead of the 4-hour. See, it did split. You see, it was up around 1,300, so it's still acting pretty good. It's down recently, but not much. Let's just check and see how much it is down. Well, we're down from 100. It's given up quite a bit back, but I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to act like I know anything. So Jeff Hughes will be our guest here in just a few moments, and boy, he has always great information. So let's stay with the program, and we'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstad releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, we have a question about Bitcoin. Give me this up here, and I'll be able to bring it up to you for just a second here. There it is right here. Okay, now, folks, there's nothing bullish about this. As you can see here, we've been talking about this for quite a while. Right back here, there was your 382 on the whole thing right there. It took 6 weeks to complete that ABCD pattern. Going to draw it in. Let's see where we're going because it'll give you a pretty good idea. There's your move right here, okay? Right there, all right? And now it's coming down, as you can see, and it just gone nowhere here since we bottomed here 5 days ago. This is nothing. And that tells us that the A, B, C, D measures to 52,000. That's where you want to see where Bitcoin is going to hold. Now, Bitcoin has had some incredible runs, folks. You know, it started at roughly $100. It went to what, 20,000. It backed off to 3,000. From 3,000, it went to 126,000. I mean, it's incredible. I've never put a trade on any of these things. I don't understand it. So, and I'm not sorry that I don't understand it. It's just I don't understand it. So I try to stand out of the way of it. The other stuff, I think I have a rough idea, but most of the time, you know, you're just hoping that, well, you're using common sense as you're looking at it. Anyway, that's what you're seeing here in Bitcoin. It still has not bounced at all, and that means we are still heading down to this level right here. Will that affect the stock market or something? I don't know, but the good part about it is we're watching some of these things here unfold. All I know is the similarities to what we're happening now to what happened in 2008 are so incredibly similar that it's just truly amazing. This was crude oil. We had this nice short position on crude oil, didn't get stopped out and made a nice profit on that. I suggested that put your order in here and cover it. And it went a little bit higher, but didn't get anywhere near our stop. And then it would have made the total amount that we were looking for, which was right in here at this 60 level right here. We're trying to make $1,200. So that's what we're doing. As a very good thing to trade, folks. It jumps around quite a bit. As a matter of fact, looking at this right now, let's just go down because we're probably going to get a 382 retracement here today. You could probably take a quick look at that. Okay, here's where we were. Let's see if the old adage works. You have the big breakdown from the high to the low. And where does it stop, folks? Where does it stop? Well, guess what? Stops right there. We make a new low. So what we have to do is redraw it. And this is the one you want to be watching too, because if the first one worked, the second will probably work. And that's right up here, not very far away, about 30 pips at 62.74. That's going to be a nice 382. Your opening is up in here, so you're far below the opening. That's another good reason for the trade. And if you just drew the small ABCD that's here, it would take you right up to that level right there. So that's what we're watching here as we're moving this thing here this morning. Okay, now what's the next thing we want to be taking a look at? We've got a little rally going now in the stock market. I think since the last time we talked, here is the S&P. So far, it's been following pretty good up until right about here. Now, things changed, but there was your high came in. It's not a very good fit today. Actually, you can see there was not much happening there. There was something happening there. There was the big spot right up in here. All you did, you make a new high, but there's not a clear well, there's a small ABCD right here, but that's it. You know, it's not really, you know, sometimes it's that way. It just doesn't fit out. Now, if we take a look at the Dow Jones, we'll see how we are here today. The Dow's been a little better because it nailed the bottom really right on the money. And, of course, that's only 20 stocks here. Get that so you can see it line up there. And then move it down. You can see there was a bottom right here. It says we're coming up into a little high right here and then a little side. It looks like we're going to end the day about unchanged is what it looks like from the perspective that I'm looking at, watching it here today. You're either bullish or bearish, folks, and I'm bearish. I watch what's going on in the news and how money's moving. You know, money is not coming into those. Let's look at NVIDIA. Someone asked the question yesterday, and Friday I didn't get to answer it. Let's see how if it's up. It's up today. It was down, and that's one of the reasons why the Nasdaq come back so strong, because it's rallied 14 points. But if you think that's bullish, folks, more power to you, because I don't see anything bullish. Billions and billions of dollars came in over the last 4 months, and it can't make a new high. Come on, don't make any sense to me. Well, these things don't. So I'm just an ABC guy. That's all I do. All right, move this out of the way here. And get this out of the way right here. Get this out of the way right here. Okay, those are the main ones. All right, let's go over to the grains. Take a look at the wheat market, and we'll see what's happening here. I've sort of let those, let's look at it on an AI basis just to see if we had anything today here. We've been moving to the downside in wheat. Let's just check the AI to see what it's looking at today. And it's not too bad. There was a bottom, really not much going on. Let's look at this on a 4-hour chart. You can still see we're acting pretty good. There's our big low right here. Oh, we got a 382. I can see it right now, right on the money. There it is right there. There's a good place to buy wheat right there. If you liked buying wheat, this is where you want to buy it. It's right at the 382 right now. 34. Well, it's jumped 2 cents off of it, but that was the exact 382. So that should be some good support. Uh-oh, it's wrong. You see how it did the wrong thing? Cancel that. I'll get the Ensign boys to do this correctly. See if it hits the right one. We still have a chance. There, you want to buy it here at 533. See, this was drawn wrong. So 533 is the place to look at it. And if you just drew a trend line, let's just draw it in from 382 so we can see it. You'll see that we do have a nice little trend line coming through right about there. And there's your 382. Your 382 is right there. And that means that you're in a little parallel. I think this is it. Hold on, let me get this 1 second. Get this parallel channel drawn in, and you'll see that these are the things that Andrew Lowe wrote his book about. There's your parallel channel. Pretty nicely defines it. So we are in an uptrend. We have higher tops, and we have higher bottoms. So I'll be looking to buy some wheat down here at 533 with a stop down here at 525. I'll risk about 8 cents. I won't like it if it breaks below this trend line, because a lot of people use those because they do work pretty good. But I don't want to risk more than that. See, 33 to 27. I'll risk about 6 cents, and I'll take a calculated risk speculation on wheat at that point. I'll become a farmer without having to put up a whole lot of money, okay? So let's move over here, and some of the things I want to cover here on the stock front that people have asked me about, and one of them is the stock of Federal Express, because it went, I don't know if they're being bought out or something, but the stock went absolutely parabolic out of the blue. Hold on, it's Federal EFG. We'll be right back. We'll talk about Federal Express here, folks, so stay tuned.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening Call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, I'm searching here for a trade for us, but they're so volatile that I can't really pick in on anything that without risking an arm and a leg. This was natural gas. Today, you can see it had a pretty nice run up this morning. Let's just see where we were. Oh, probably stopped exactly at 618. I haven't even looked at it. So, yeah, there it is. There was your best trade of the day, being down there where you're Sunday, and then rallies right up here and then backs right off. Unfortunately, I was not involved with that. So those are the main things that we're watching here. Now you can see the pullback here. Looks like it was an exact 382 after the high was made. You come down and you went right to the exact 382, and of course that one would have been a nice trade to look at. So nothing to do on that end. Okay, now we're going to go back and take a look at corn, and we want to look at, let's do soybean oil first, because soybean oil had that big run up to the big level we were looking at around 58 and change, and we didn't quite get there. But we're still close. We've not backed off at all. You see, this is 3 days down. Look at this. There's no retracement here at all. This has got a really strong probability of making this number, folks. That's why I'm trying to sell it at 58.92. Okay, had to risk to $59.92 or $600, but that is an ABCD. There's no back off here at all. There's nothing. There's not even a 5%. So this is telling you this thing has still got a chance to make it to that level. Okay, now if we take a look at the corn market, and I wasn't prepared for this. I thought Jeff would be ready, but there's where we are in corn. There's a chance that corn could get up to this level right here. Today, the way it's acting, probably not, because it's reversed so much today, and that tells you that this was probably coming down to this level here, and that's what you'd have to be watching. So we'll get this out of the way here, and I'll show you. There would be your Gartley pattern. If you wanted to be a buyer of corn, would be right about here, down about another 5 or 6 cents would be okay in the corn market. All right, let's see. I haven't forgotten anything that I can remember, or that I can't remember. The Treasury bonds. Let's take a look at the notes again, because I like that trade quite well. Well, that doesn't mean it's going to work. Okay, there's where it is right now. It's coming down, which is good. So let's see if the bonds are doing the same thing. We sold those at 08, and now they're at 29. So they again hit the exact 786, just like the notes did. They both hit the exact 7.8 retracement, and now we're backing off a little bit. That's why your stop is right here at 118.13. We sold it at 08, so it's at least it started in the right direction. It's very quiet given the fact that the market's jumping around everywhere in the stock market. I mean, it's got huge amounts of swings going on here. So these are things here where we're running around here today. Let's look at this on the 4-hour chart, because this had some really strong support down there at the 78% level today. Right on the money, right there at 25.11. We've had a pretty good rally here coming off the bottom, and that's all this is a rally, folks. When you move the chart, this jumps around, so you don't always get to put them in the way they want to, but that's where it is right now. Oh, we should look and see what the 382 is. So let's just move to a hourly chart so we can clean it up a bit, and we'll just get this out and see where the 382 comes in. We know that our high was right back here on this day right there, so we're going to figure out the 382 coming in off of this would probably be right where it's trading right now, is right at the 382 retracement of that move right there. It's just popped up and hit it right on the money. So they may or may not mean something there, but it looks pretty good in my opinion. All right, so we're going to be watching that one here very, very shortly. I am going to that's got to be sold, because it just hit 29.40. You got to be able to get in and do that, I would think so. We'll see what happens from that level. All right, one other question, another popped up, is about the Amazon. Let's pull this up here. Amazon's been under pressure recently, and today it is actually up on the day, but you can see along with those other AI stocks have been hit pretty hard, and it's up today, but you can see we had these big gaps in here, so there's big problems there. Just like in Microsoft, it's pretty bad. That's why these stocks don't look that good to me, but by golly, they have a tendency to run, and boy, they sure do. Get the MSFT. Where are you? MSFT, there you are right here. It's still, let's see if we stayed above 400. Nope, we're back down below 400 now, 397. And this is why it's hard to be bullish those stocks, folks. Those AI stocks, they put $650 billion in. I know it's a long-term play, but somebody should be backing it. It's not going up. You know, it's like trying to buy Treasury bonds when they're telling you that it's zero interest rates. Hello, operator, that didn't work either. Okay, so let's remind ourselves of that. Okay, very important. All right, here's where we are right here with the old 382 in the market right there. So you got to give it a little bit of a shot in there. Let's move over here, and we'll come up in here, and we'll get over here, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a shot up in here and put that order in. Not going to risk very much, but I like it because it's a 382, and we'll see how it's going to be running here, if it's going to reach that level or not, because there is the 382, and that's what we'll be watching as we see this thing unfold here. Okay, I think that's about it. Hold on, what other? I was prepared to have Jeff on, so I'm not really got everything that I wanted to cover, so I'm going to look at some of the things that might be. Platinum. Not that I trade platinum, but the fact that you can see that it is far, far weaker than all the others. Just like, you know, we didn't make a new high. This is when gold made the high. This did not make a new high. Remember, we pointed that there was your 382 retracement. Refresh this the last month or so, and you can see it's really done very, very little. Okay, let's just double check this too. Just like we always say, if it makes it, there's your 382, made a new low. Now we made a new low, see? So the new 382 would be right here. So let's just see if it did that. And I can tell you that it didn't, because it's not enough. Oh my God, it hit it. Well, it misses it by, well, you got to say that it hit it, because only missed it by $7, so that's pretty close. So that tells us we're still heading down in the metals, mostly silver and in the gold. That's what we're watching very, very closely here. Okay. All right. Now we got 1 minute to go. What else can we look at here quickly? Oh, you know, I've got a basket of things here that I follow all the time. Let's get up here. We'll see it. There's where we are, the Dow. Let's go through some of these things that we're watching here. The key thing to watch, folks, is this right here. That one right there tells you that there's something really big going on. And then the one on the 28th of this February is all doing the same thing. I mean, they're doing exactly the same thing that we've done all along, and they're just like, it might not work, but boy, that's what you got to be watching. So it's a big thing to pay attention to. Okay. So there's the March 5th, and then there's the 28th. You just can see how close they are. And that's how I learned this stuff, was looking at these. So we'll see if that's good. So take a little break, and we'll be right back in just a little bit.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Hey, folks, this is a Gartley today in the gold. Someone just sent it to me. I didn't even see it. I'm so concerned with stocks and currencies. But look at this. There's exact and bonds. But anyway, look, there's your exact to the tick, 48.50. The low was 48.50. Well, to the minute. Well, that's pretty good. It's already up. $60. That's a heck of a move. Yeah, because you're 50 cents. That's $60. Well, that's pretty good. I didn't even notice that. Sorry, there was your 50%. There's your 61, so it's acting pretty good. And you can see it's still getting ready to go higher because you got another small ABCD pattern right there. If we take a quick look at on the smaller scale, you'll be able to see it. I'll move us over here like this. There's the ABCD that we're watching here unfold. There's your ABCD leg right there, and that's going to take us up another $30 in the gold right here at 90.49.41. So that's what we want to be watching here. We'll try to get Jeff on tomorrow. He might have been scheduled for tomorrow, and I messed up, which is not unusual. Okay. By the way, we had about almost 3 inches of rain in 2 days here in California, so everything's flooding away in big mudslides and everything. But it's sun's not out yet, but maybe in a few days it will be. A lot of rain in California. And they say it never rains in California. Are you kidding? And this trade is not going to work. You can see here we're already above the 382 now in this, and my 30 points will be gone here in just a second. I have sold it at 40 and I'm out at 70. So that's what we've got going. So live every day today in a latitude of gratitude, and may God bless. And we'll see you on the flip side tomorrow. And I got 40 seconds. That means we're going to take a look at Apple. Sorry, Al. It got me off guard here today. And we'll move it. That happens a lot lately. Okay, here's Apple. If it's working today. Yeah, Apple's doing really good. That's one of the reasons why the Dow's held up so well. It didn't make a lower low and stopped right on that money, and it's on its way back up again. Stopped right around the 618 and still going higher. So we'll see you on the flip side tomorrow, folks, and may God bless.